today and some discussion we'd like to have about sectors moving forward. So if you go
Sure.
ahead and talk about that.
Thanks. So today we actually are beginning a couple things. One is hotels opening today for non-essential travel. So that means the potential for leisure travel coming through our area. And so as well as hotels, it is short-term lodging. And so we do have guidance out there for hotels and short-term lodging. Entities that are opening are doing so with after submitting a plan around safety and how they're going to manage under all of the new things that we have to do with COVID that everyone's getting used to. So we're happy to see that. And I think, obviously individuals are going to see more activity in that realm as we go. Additionally, today we're opening personal services. So that means things like nail salons, as well as tattooing, massage, aesthetic services. So it's a breadth of things, and I know they've been waiting very patiently, and I appreciate that, and it's nice to be able to get those open for individuals. Again, there's a lot of very specific guidance about how to operate safely. Obviously, these services in particular are ones where we cannot keep social distancing the whole time as we can in some other settings. And so all of those safeguards around things like masking, hand washing, sanitizing, all of that becomes increasingly important when we can't have the distancing. And so all of these entities should be working, and I'm sure working very hard on having everything set up in their facility to make it as safe as possible. One thing I would mention is that some services, such as the ones primarily that involve the face, where the customer cannot have a mask in place, are a riskier setting for the workers themselves. And so we have, put some guidance out there suggesting that they do look at perhaps a higher level of mask just to provide them that additional protection in that space. And obviously you want to have the client unmasked for as short a time as possible. So I think that covers what's happening today. We're planning that fitness facilities will be the next sector to open up, and that will be on July 3rd, assuming that local conditions look good. I think it's really important for people to understand, again, that we are pacing things out a bit. It's the safest way to move forward, and I think it's important to also remember that we started this process about a month ago, and most sectors of our economy are actually able to be open under our guidance currently. So I think it's important that we keep moving at this pace to open things, but to allow a little bit of time to monitor local data. Gyms, by definition, are a higher risk entity in terms of potential for transmission of this virus. It is a larger setting with many people coming in. They are sharing common equipment throughout. And so it's just really important that the gyms have in place a lot of safety measures to make the experience okay for individuals and to reduce the risk of transmission. So that goes to things like staffing, cleaning equipment, spacing out equipment, making sure that people are social distancing, and all of those things that we find really important in addition to the masking. I have heard that there are some gyms in our area that are operating. And I want to point out that that is not allowed under our local guidance at this time. These entities are welcome to submit a plan for approval through our JIC and have that plan reviewed and approved. But as of this time, no fitness facilities have had plans reviewed by our JIC and are able by our standards to open. And so I do have concerns about safety measures that may or may not be in place in these facilities because we have not had the opportunity to review our plans and have no idea if they're following state guidance on this industry. So I would just caution the public that it might be important to you to choose to go to a facility that has a safety plan in place. The next things that will be opening are likely to be some of the family recreation entities. That includes things like outdoor golf, bowling, movies, and so we'll be making an announcement about that next week. And I think that covers most everything.
And then as far as going back to the hotels and personal care services, can you just reiterate that these are the places that are opening are only the ones that are
Sure. So again, our process for people who aren't familiar is that the state provides guidance that is developed through a collaboration between Cal OSHA as well as CDPH and industry. And that guidance is pretty thorough. It goes up on our website. We ask that all these entities submit plans for review. We have a review team who goes through them, provides feedback for the businesses if needed. And once everything is satisfactory, those plans are approved. And when the date is a go live, any entity then is authorized to go ahead and open as long as they have an approved plan. That goes for hotels as well. Even though they've been operating to serve essential visitors, we have required that they also actually at this time put in a plan and make sure that they're compliant with the state guidance that has come out.